All right, we are sitting here with 2009 graduate Nick Ziegler after a football game where the Berg trounced the Northeastern Jets 55-26. Nick was a three-time state qualifier. I believe he was the first freshman that ever qualified for the state tournament from Mechanicsburg. One of our, I believe you're in the top 10 in our all-time win list as well. Just give a little update to everybody about what you've been doing in the now going on 6 years since you graduate. I know, man, it goes fast, goes real fast. So just give everybody an update of what you've been doing.
So I went to Ohio University. I'm a Bobcat.
Go Bobcats. We have a little pipeline from Mechanicsburg there with you,
there.
You and Rogers and Reese.
Oh, Rogers too,
Yep.
Graduated with a finance degree. Right now I work in construction material distribution, so I travel around, sell supplies, work out, doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu, triathlon.
Still got a little competitive juices in you, huh?
Absolutely. It'll never go away.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's about it, just trying to stay active.
You, in your career at Mechanicsburg, you went 103, 112, some guys photobombing you in the back. There you go, wave, there you go. They're eating pizza after a big win. 125, then 130, and now you're a little bit bigger than 130. You got to be doing about 180-ish?
I'm about 190 right now.
Ooh.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, just a tad. Hit a little growth spurt after wrestling was all done, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I feel good. I feel healthy. So.
You feel strong. He was taking it easy on me earlier when I grabbed him. He could have crushed me at any moment. But what does it mean as far as being part of a family that has been huge in the sports program? What did it mean to you specifically? And then, you're coming back and able, to watch your little brother play football, and you're at the state tournament last year watching your brother, and I think is the biggest smile I've ever seen on your face when he placed.
I would rather see him and my brother and my sister do great things, and I like to succeed. But if when I saw Joe out there, it was awesome.
Come on, you cried a little bit. Come on.
Maybe on the inside.
I cried a little bit on the outside. I
might wipe the TOA right away.
I cried a little bit on the outside. I'm man enough to admit I cried a little bit on the outside.
It was awesome though. I never made it that far. And, I think it's a better feeling that he did than I ever felt for myself. So
that's cool.
That's good.
That's cool. So
and he deserves it too, man. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
And they keep stepping it up, better every year, and that's the goal. Now with Coach Doggett in the house, things are getting real, so it's cool.
Yep. And we also, I don't know if you heard, we also have Coach Allen. He was a 1998 state champ from Springfield Shawnee. He's an assistant coach, so
that's awesome.
We got
the wrestlers, we got the coaches, we got it set.
Yep. So as someone who wasn't maybe in the very ground floor of building the program, but you were in that intermediate step where guys have already been to the state tournament, guys have already started placing at the state tournament, so that belief was there.
Yep. The idea that you can do it.
Yeah.
It's not out of the question, and that's a huge part of wrestling. It's that mentality.
Yeah.
And I think keeping that, if you think you're beaten, you are. You gotta go out there with the mindset that you can do anything.
Yep.
And it changes a lot.
And how is that mindset carried over into your professional life?
It helps tremendously. I go in every day working as hard as I can. I start out in the morning, just honestly, I wake up in the morning and I think about what I'm going to do that day and how hard I'm going to try and succeed. And it helps. It really does. Wrestling's helped me.
Yeah, I know as a coach watching, there's a big sense of pride for me seeing you guys get out into the world and be successful too, and then seeing you guys want to be a part of what's happening now. I mean, that that's important for the current program and seeing the alumni taking a vested interest. So
well, you know, we always had the guys around before us, you know, so I enjoy giving back. I'm not there as much as I'd like to be, but you know, just refereeing the peewees, you know, that's fun, seeing the little guys. And I remember when I was little, I looked up, Brad Flora walked by in the hallway. I was in elementary school and he's in high school walking by. You know, it was cool. So I hope I give them that kind of feeling, or at least, you know, a fraction of it, because it's cool looking up to guys, and you know, I want to be like him. I remember right over there, we had the pictures of,
let me zoom out a little bit.
We had Tavis and Buddha and Dustin Smith and Steve Showalter all on the wall over there. And you know, in between sprints or whatever, we could look at the wall. Man, that guy. I think, you know, Nick Hoffer, all those guys.
Yep. So this was the building that you were in for your first 2 years. What were some of the memories of practicing in this building?
Right off the bat, and we talked about this before, is walking in here and the mats being frozen solid.
Got a little cold in here a couple days.
Hard as a rock. And obviously you start out warming up by doing takedowns. So, you know, you're doing a double leg takedown and you land on the mat, it kind of hurts. And then not to mention you spray the mats down before, so it's nice and wet again, or it's
did you ever get hit by the, now you see there is a new ceiling in here now.
Nice, yeah.
That wasn't when we were here. Remember getting hit by the water dripping down? Well,
also, so we were here freshman, sophomore year, so obviously we got the puddle spot. Our older brothers, when I say older brothers, there were 4 sets of brothers, Tony's, Salyers, Klaus's, and Ziegler's. The older brothers got the dry spots, and we got the wet puddle. So it was, you know, you get taken down, next thing you know, your pants are soaked.
Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, part of the pecking order of the hierarchy of all that it is. And then your sophomore or junior and senior moved into the new room, new building, and
it was really nice.
A lot warmer, a lot drier. Didn't have to carry the mats on trucks going into the old gym.
That was interesting.
That was fun stuff.
Sit on one end of it so it didn't fall out of the truck. It's let's see, we didn't have the rope over there. We did have the kettlebells.
Yes.
Thanks, Alan Hogren. Those are fun.
That's cool.
We're moving a long way.
Yes, quite a long ways from what it was when you guys were there, and I mean that you guys were a big part of the building process, and you know, the goal is always that the teams in the 2-3 years after you are better than what you guys were, and hopefully you come back and we do one of these in 10 years and you're looking going, man, we've run off, you know, 2 or 3 state titles in a row as a team now, and we have 30 guys on the team. You know, I think what was the biggest, most guys that was ever on your one of your teams?
Oh, man.
Maybe 14, 15,
something like that.
Yeah, this year we're going to have anywhere from 24 to 27 guys on the team. Now,
like a JV team?
We're going to do 2 complete varsity schedules, so yeah, so I'll, you know, I mean, and you guys were a part of that, you know, the getting it to, people want to be part of something successful, and you guys were a huge part of making it into a successful program. So I guess talking about, you know, now that you're older, you're 6 years out, you have a little bit different perspective looking back on your high school career. If you could have known in high school what you know now, is there anything that you would do different? Would you do things the same? Just sort of...
one sticks out in my mind is cutting weight. Kind of cut too much. So for the younger guys out there, it's not all about losing weight. Focus on your health first. That's key. Because if you can have the best technique out there, you go out on the mat and you're drained of energy. That's not a way to do it.
I mean, you think if you would have not cut weight your junior, senior year, probably wrestling 52, 60,
something like that,
and lifting and getting big and being happy rather than angry Nick, because Nick Ziegler without food, it wasn't. It
was not good.
not nice, Nick.
The smile is because I ate dinner today.
That's right. It's a big difference. A big difference in it, So.
But also the whole mindset. You go, I know there's matches I went out there and I was defeated in here, but before I was even on the mat, and that's huge.
Things seem so much clearer now, don't they?
They do.
During the middle of it,
seems so much easier too. I'll be watching a match. Why doesn't he just do that? And I gotta step back there. I know he's not doing that for a reason. It's harder than it looks.
Yep. And when you're in the middle of it on the mat, you have one perspective. When you come out, it's a big difference. Big difference. So Alex Ryan is trying to get in a photobomb behind you.
Get out of here.
So besides working, what are some things that you just do for fun?
We'll say this: the Minnesota State bird is in fact the mosquito.
They're big, aren't they?
Oh man, and they're plentiful. They're hungry.
And there is a resurgence of timber wolves in northern Minnesota. Yes.
Yes. And actually,
now how scary is it to hear one of those wolf calls and you're out there?
I woke up with about 50 feet from my tent howling at me, so that was interesting. And we were a solid 4 or 5 miles off the beaten path, so that was a little scary.
Anything else you got for the people watching this? What are you looking for in the future from here on? What are some of your goals that you are? You said you set out. I get up and I set goals for myself. What I'm going to do. Where would you see yourself in 10 years? Doing what?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I'm going to be in 10 years. It could take me anywhere. Working hard is my goal. So wherever that takes me, and I'll be excited to be there.
That's awesome.
As far as staying active, I'm going to continue to be out in the outdoors. Next summer, I plan on doing a half Ironman.
Nice.
Full marathon. So I'm excited about those. That's about it.
Cool.
I'm coming back and seeing these guys.
Getting in the room a little bit. That's awesome. All right. Last question. If there's a 3-way round robin between you, Zach, and Joe, you win. All the time. No doubt.
Not every time.
Not every time.
If we do, we should do it. We should do it.
I think
Let's
we
do it.
should.
We'll videotape and we'll put it on here.
I think he is calling out
the Ziegler brothers.
Calling out Zach because you off camera.
Page stat too.
Yeah, page stat, high stat 1. Well, because I think off camera you said that Zach is getting a little slow, maybe a little out of shape.
Maybe a little chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell
He's
you.
getting old.
He is.
We're roommates, so he wakes up in the morning, he has to have his cup of coffee, stretches out before he puts his shoes on.
Oh, that's just bad. That's bad. And you got the size on Joe.
Got the size on Joe. I got the age on my older brother, Zach. So I think the middle child might take the bacon in this one.
All right. So, if it happens, I'll be sure to be there and videotape everything. And, so the official challenge is thrown down to them. Let's do it. That Nick says he is clearly the winner of this. So.
Right.